Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to take you through a dynamic search using Django and HTMX. I have data here for all the countries and their population and the year. So by the end of the video, you'll be able to search using the name of the country. For example, let's say we want to search the population of United States. So you'll be able to see, even without clicking search, automatically the data is filtered with all the countries that start United. So for example, United States, and you can see the data is filtered without even clicking and without clicking search. And the same thing, if you remove the country name, you can see the data is reset back to the way it was before the search. The same thing, you can search with the year. Let's say, for example, we want to see 2000, the population of the specific countries in 2000. You can see now the data is filtered with 2000, and you can see population of each and every country in 2000. And if you remove the year, you can see the data is reset back. And the same thing, you can filter using a drop-down list. For example, if you want to see the population of specific country in 1970, you can see this is the population of specific countries in 1970. And the same thing, if you want to see the population, like for example of Azerbaijan, so it shows the population of Azerbaijan. Okay, in this functionality I'm using HTMX. So HTMX is a Java, I can say Java library that you can use to implement in your Django project. So HTMX has several functionalities, and you can come here on the documentation of HTMX. You'll be able to read various things that HTMX can do, and you can also see here the examples that are there. For example, click on edit, update bulk, click to load. For example, if you click here, it will load the data in the table. If you click, it loads the data in the table. And how to implement HTMX in your project is by, you can copy the CDN link here and add it on your code. Or another option is to copy the code and add it as a JavaScript file in your base HTML. So we'll go through the code. So first of all, you have your base HTML. So you can see this is my simplified base HTML. I've included the CDN link for HTMX, which you can just copy paste from HTMX here. You can see the CDN link. Then once I've copied the CDN link, then in my app called population, here under the filter, okay, the HTMX, the only disadvantage is you need to have two filter or two population list functionality. For example, you can say I have population list and I have population list filter. Then you need to have two HTML files for population. So if I come here under my template, you'll be see I have population list and I have population list filter. So at the population list, you can put the form for the filter. Then here, where the data is going to be returned, you need to return a partial HTML file for the filter. And you can see, if you come back here on the code, you'll be able to see the filter returns population filter, while the population list returns population. Meaning, when you filter data, it's going to be returned in this file, but then displayed here. You can see we've included the population filter file here. Then for search filter, the one for typing here, like the one we're going to type the country, let's say United States. You can see what we've implemented here is so everything remains the same, but now you implement hx get, and then you put the URL as a population filter. Then HTMX trigger is keep up, meaning when you're typing on the keyboard, it's going to listen to the what you're typing on the keyboard. There will be a delay of 500 milliseconds. The delay for 500 milliseconds is up to you. This is to avoid a background search every time you click something on the keyboard, such that it's going to delay for 500 milliseconds to enable you to type maybe 2 or 3 characters. Then the H target returns the search, and you can see here my ID search result then returns the population filter. That is the data that has been filtered. Then the one for drop down, so you can see it's HTMX trigger change, meaning change. What it means is when I select here, that's what is called change, or that is what is referred here as change. So HTMX trigger is when you select an item from the drop down list, then it returns the search result. Search result returns the population filter. And if you come here on documentation you can see various trigger filters here, and you can go through them. Okay, here, so several, and you can go through them and implement them in your project depending on what you want. Thank you. Bye bye.